In addition to the U.S.-made armaments they've gotten their hands on, new concerns that the Taliban have seized another, more subtle weapon that could help them track down and kill their enemies. Digital databases left behind on computers and hard drives, records stored away that could be a treasure trove for the terror group.
That includes things like tax records, who was on whose payroll, who talked to whom, who were the confidential sources of some of the police units. It includes who received payments and checks and where they came from.
Information that former intelligence officials say the Taliban are now likely using to fill in the intelligence gaps on who they're looking for.
They can go into a computer and, they have smart people. They'll pick an Al-Qaeda guy, hey, can you look at this and find out who in Afghanistan has worked for the Americans, and they put them on a target list.
The group Human Rights First has tweeted out a warning saying they believe the Taliban has access to biometric databases and equipment in Afghanistan, quote, including some left behind by coalition military forces. A concern echoed by a Republican member of Congress who served there.
The Taliban now has biometric devices, which have the fingerprints, eye scans, and the biographical information of the Afghans who helped us over the last 20 years.
A defense official tells CNN they cannot confirm reports the Taliban have seized certain handheld devices that contain biometric data like fingerprints and iris scans. Regarding the larger stores of data, experts aren't so much worried that the Taliban have gotten their hands on the data of Americans, since U.S. forces and diplomats likely destroyed most of that on the way out. It's the information on America's Afghan allies they're worried about, data which could be just sitting in the offices of civilian telecom companies in Kabul.
This is scattered all over everywhere. It's almost impossible to control, and it's impossible to delete enough copies to really protect all the people who you would like to see protected.
So Human Rights First is urgently warning activists and America's allies in Afghanistan to protect themselves.
They could take steps to secure their identities. They can request their data be deleted by social media companies who are aware of the threat that's happening right now and are taking extra measures to delete that information.
We reached out to the State Department and the Pentagon regarding Taliban data seizures. The State Department didn't respond. A defense official told us they've taken all prudent measures to prevent digital data, whether it's on phone records, handheld devices, or other records, from falling into Taliban hands, but said the process isn't perfect, and also said the U.S. military has legitimate concerns that data from biometrics, phone records, and other sources could help the Taliban track down those who have helped Americans in Afghanistan. Brian Todd, CNN, Washington.